Randy Orton saw a fan drop their phone in front of him during a WWE show and decided to take action. At Backlash, Orton is set up for a huge match. Teaming up with Kevin Owens, he will face the bloodline duo of Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. The faction has a point to prove, with Roman Reigns absent since WrestleMania. This is the first time Sikoa's been tested since taking over as the tribal chief in Reigns' absence. Randy Orton is not someone to waste time, and that was exactly what he showed when a WWE fan accidentally dropped their phone during a live event in which he was competing. Orton was sweating heavily and tired from competing, but that didn't stop him from reaching down, picking up the phone, pointing it at himself, and taking a video with the fan. The fans also found it hilarious, with them all excitedly celebrating behind him when he filmed the video. Orton then handed it over to the fan. Randy Orton has been teaming up with LA Knight instead of Kevin Owens at live shows. While Orton will face the Bloodline with KO at Backlash, he has been teaming with LA Knight. It's not certain why Owens is not participating in the matches, or if he simply didn't travel with the rest of the stars for the tour in Europe. At this point, he still advertised to team with Orton, but SmackDown should clear up any doubts that fans may have. The SmackDown show will take place in France as well. The pulsating energy of the WWE arena was tangible, enveloping each attendee in waves of excitement and anticipation. It was a charged night, one set ablaze by the frenzied cheers of thousands and the larger-than-life presence of none other than Randy Orton, the Viper known for his ruthless RKO finisher and unpredictable nature. Among the sea of fans was Jamie, a lifelong WWE enthusiast whose devotion to Randy Orton had culminated in this front-row seat at one of the year's most awaited matches. As the arena lights dimmed, Jamie's heart raced. This was it, the moment he had been dreaming about for months. The spotlight hit the stage, and Randy Orton made his iconic entrance, exuding a magnetic mix of danger and charisma. Jamie, overwhelmed by the moment, stood cheering, his phone in hand, capturing every second. The match was a spectacle of sheer physical prowess and psychological warfare. Orton's opponent, a well-matched adversary, exchanged blows that echoed through the arena. The crowd roared with each hit, each near fall, riding the roller coaster of suspense WWE masterfully created. In the heat of this chaos, as Jamie leaned forward to capture a particularly intense moment, disaster struck. His grip faltered, a slip of sweaty palms, and his phone flew from his hands, skidding across the floor of the arena, coming to a stop near the ring where the giants clashed. A hush fell over Jamie's world amidst the ongoing uproar. That phone was his lifeline, full of irreplaceable memories and connections. He watched, helpless, as it lay dangerously close to the action, possibly seconds away from being crushed under the combatants' heavy boots. Randy Orton, ever aware of his surroundings, even amidst the choreographed chaos, spotted the phone. In a moment that seemed to stretch beyond the confines of the scripted drama, Orton's eyes locked with Jamie's. There was a brief flicker of understanding, a nod to the unwritten code shared by performer and fan. Time resumed its pace as Orton approached the phone. With the grace of a panther, Orton slid out of the ring during a momentary distraction for his opponent. The crowd, initially confused by the deviation, soon understood and erupted as Orton picked up the phone. Instead of tossing it aside, Randy turned it over in his hand, glanced at Jamie, and then, amidst the roaring approval of the crowd, flashed a sly grin and pretended to take a selfie with the audience in the background. Jamie was beside himself, the arena buzzed with laughter and cheers. Orton, with a performer's flair, slid the phone into his trunks and rolled back into the ring, leaving the crowd to wonder if they had just witnessed a spontaneous moment or another layer of the show's storied fabric. The match resumed with renewed vigor. Jamie, momentarily forgetting his phone's peril, was swept up once more in the thrilling spectacle, his voice hoarse from cheering, his hands sore from clapping. Orton's opponent rallied, and for a moment, it seemed he might gain the upper hand, but the Viper was not to be underestimated. With a swift, almost venomous RKO, he ended the match, pinning his opponent squarely in the center of the ring. The referee's hand came down 3 times. The bell rang. Victory was Orton's. As the victor's music played, Orton climbed each corner of the ring, raising his arms in triumph. Then, in a final act of showmanship, he approached the side of the ring closest to Jamie, pulling the safely guarded phone from his trunks. He held it out with a smirk, playing up his role as the unpredictable legend. Jamie rushed forward, reaching over the barrier. Orton handed him the phone, their fingers brushing, a tactile end to a surreal exchange. "Take care of that," Orton said, a trace of his in-ring intensity still coloring his voice. "Never know when you'll need to capture a moment." The crowd cheered, some with laughter, others with shouts of admiration for the unexpected interaction that turned an ordinary match into a personal story. Jamie clutched his phone, his heart pounding with a cocktail of relief and exhilaration. "Thank you," he managed to shout, though Orton was already moving away, his role as the night's hero unquestionably fulfilled. That night, as Jamie recounted the story to anyone who would listen, his phone buzzed continuously with messages and notifications. Clips of his encounter with Randy Orton had already gone viral, shared across social media by fellow fans and official WWE accounts alike. His phone, once nearly a casualty of his fandom, was now a testament to a once-in-a-lifetime moment crafted by the unpredictable nature of live WWE events. In the world of WWE, the line between the ring and the audience is often a theater of dreams where anything can happen. Jamie learned that firsthand, his fandom rewarded not just with a victorious match, but with a personal encounter that would echo in his memories, always as vivid and thrilling as the night Randy Orton turned a simple mistake into an unforgettable spectacle.